material. May the blessing of election be upon your house. All right? Brother Bernard gonna set it off. We're gonna get in these people asses, because people mentality, even amongst Israel, is fucked up. If you believe in the scriptures, no way in hell should you be pro-America in any sense. You're not pro any kingdom. All right? You're pro the kingdom of heaven. We are delivered up. We're in captivity. Right. We have not been delivered yet. We long for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. You get me? You got it, bro.
Jeremiah 8:20, the harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not saved. Yeah, like the brother saying, you know, shit, today is so-called, what is it, Independence Day. When you go into the definition of the word independent, it says the fact or state of being independent, self-governed, self-ruled. It says freedom. You see? You niggas are not free, man. We ain't free. You see? Jake, that's what Jake is. Jake is confused, man. You see? Jake really think that they have freedom in this place. You ultimately you celebrating the freedom of your captor, man. You see? Your ass, he still got his foot up your ass, man. But what do you got? So what do you have to celebrate, man? You know?
You don't got no stake in this place. You celebrate Independence Day, you're celebrating the longevity of Esau's kingdom. You're celebrating white supremacy. Okay? Yep. Again, if you believe in the scriptures, the only thing that we're advocates for is the kingdom of heaven. All right? That's going to be one government ruled in righteousness. These people ain't going to have a say in the kingdom of heaven. You can't believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah and be like, oh, I'm pro-America, I'm pro-whatever nation you're living in, because we're scattered everywhere, right? You can't do both. You got to pick a side. And that's not to say that we finna do something carnal to bring that along. We're simply the weather forecasters of what the Lord's getting ready to do. Yep. Okay? Get your fucking mind right. All these prophecies playing out, and Jake's still out here talking about nation building and trying to do shit here. You don't understand what this is about. Right. So you know what? Like Elder Yashawama says, the majority of these people, they're going to be shields for the elect. They don't get what's going on. Right. So they're going to get caught up in all the wiles of the devil that's getting ready to play out. The Lord ain't playing with you people. This thing is serious. I see you over there. I see you, Bon. Bon got something.
Yeah. You got what?
You got it.
I'll go with this. This is Romans 10:18. But I say, have ye not heard? Have they not heard? Yes, verily, the sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world. So it ain't like you didn't get this message on saying that this kingdom is Babylon is going to be destroyed. Like the brother just read, the harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few. We still need to come out and do the work, man, because the Lord ain't came to restore Babylon yet. So you can't say you haven't heard this message when his word has been scattered throughout the four corners of this planet, man. That's why I said right here in Romans 10:18, but I say, have they not heard? You heard the message. You getting the message right now, man. You see? Yes, verily, the sound went into all the earth via the internet. You see, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you getting this message through the internet. This is a worldwide thing. So you can't say you didn't hear the message, or that we in captivity, or this is your slave. No, you heard the word, man. You heard it. You go ahead, up. This building. Oh shit, we good. So in other words, there you can't say you haven't heard the words of the Lord to the point you can still walk out here and do what you want to do. Nope, that ain't the case. We leaving. Oh yeah, my back. Yeah, right here.
Okay, well, let's go. That's better over there, more space.
I got you, bro. I got you.
Okay. You got it. Speak.
It's starting to rain right now on us, so we're trying to get to a different spot so we get some shelter.
Well, it's gonna stop raining in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know, right? It already stopped now. It already shit. We already gonna go. And we good. Hey, shit, we go back good.
The Lord just want us over here today. That's all.
But through the Spirit, keeping the Spirit rolling, through the Spirit, man, everybody is hearing this word, and that's how you know it's the end.
Yep.
Because all Jake know they Jake by now, or don't believe they Jake, but they heard they was Jake.
Right.
Right? Either way, people are hearing it like the Lord said it was going to happen. So right there, it lets us know that we need to be watching the prophecy very heavily, all through the Spirit. All through the Spirit, we should be watching the prophecy, man.
Who's this?
All through the Spirit, we should be watching the prophecies.
That's you right here, right?
And get ready for Yahweh Shah's return. That's the point in the Spirit. Get ready for Yahweh Shah's return, man. Okay, so those who ain't gonna watch, guess what? The Lord gonna catch them like a thief.
There's a penalty for not watching.
Right, the Lord gonna catch them like a thief. Then what they gonna do? They gonna run to and fro, back and forth, looking for the man of the Lord, looking for the word. Guess what? That famine of the word is coming.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay? Eventually it's coming.
That's why the Bible said the Lord will come like a thief in the night.
Not to us though.
No, not yet.
Yeah,
go-
to the majority of the
The
people.
majority of the people. Yeah.
First Thessalonians 5 and what? 1 on down. It should not overtake you as a thief. So we out here pleading with the people saying, hey, this is what the Lord said he gonna do. You're not a man that he should lie. And
right.
then on top of that, all the
Think I know
prophecies
equal.
that's been playing out, we'll go show them to you in the scriptures in detail.
Right.
All the nations gathering in that area in the Middle East, or what really Western Asia, they call it the Middle East, for it passed the lie that they're making.
Right.
But in that Valley of Jehoshaphat, when you go to Joel the 3rd chapter, it talks about the Lord gathering the nations in that area for the war of Armageddon. That's a very detailed. It tells you where the nations involved, what's going to happen to intervene and stop it. It's very detailed.
That's right.
But again, Jake don't want to get into the prophecies of things. And the Christians damn sure don't want to do it. They'll talk to you all day about semantics and well this word technically, but they'll never go into prophecy. You see, to go into prophecy, you got to have the spirit of the man who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. Revelation 19 and 10. That's where the bar gets too high. Man, anytime a Christian, anytime a scoffer wants to talk some shit, tell them to break down some prophecy. Go into prophecy with their ass, because they actually can't do it.
Right.
You got some over there, I see you.
Take them out there in that deep water.
Yeah.
You can be able to swim.
Because I'm tired of, there's no reason anybody at this stage in the game, we should really be arguing with a Christian or debating unless they come up. Or, you might respond to clips like the Elder Master Zakbar, but like trying to go back and forth with a nigga, you don't got it.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time.
Yep.
You got it, bro.
So Jeremiah 51 and 6, it says, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense.
So you can't celebrate July the 4th, and the Lord talks about destroying the daughter of Babylon in the scriptures. We know the daughter of Babylon, pursuant to Psalms 137 and 7 and 8, is connected to Esau, the Edomites. All right? We know that the Edomites, the main place that they will be ruling out of, is the place where the northern and southern tribes will oppress together, which is right here in America, the North Country. So you can't celebrate this holiday and be, in good conscience as a believer, advocate for the things of the Lord. You can't do both.
Right.
All right.
Also, even this, when it speaks about Esau being the end of the world and Jacob being the beginning, but when you go to Revelations, that last kingdom to fall is the end of that world, aka Babylon, aka known as America.
Yep.
So that's a link right there. Esau being the end of the world, Jacob being the beginning, Babylon going down, Jacob being the beginning.
That's it. This brother had something. Oh, okay. Okay, let's get to Jacob's trouble then. Because that's what we're talking about.
Right.
The Lord's going to put an end to this society, to all the dainties that people enjoy. People look at America, and in their mind, they think it's the freest place, they can do whatever. They don't realize judgment is coming here. Again, when the average American thinks of war, it's always something that's so far away. This is the virgin daughter of Babylon. This place hasn't been touched. But the Lord is going to change that. And that's what the prophets are here to warn the people. You got it, bro.
Jeremiah 30 and 5, it says, for thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace.
So America isn't going to be made great again. America's about to actually be judged. We're about to receive justice.
Man.
And again, we don't receive justice within this infrastructure. It has to come from outside of it.
Right.
A lot of all right, and a lot of people that know the Israelites, they're looking for justice within the system. We don't get recompense. The Lord is going to recompense, all right? He's the one that's going to, avenge us. Like it says in Numbers 33 and 35, the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein but by the blood of him who shed it. The Lord is going to be doing the bloodshed.
Right.
See? You got it, bro.
Verse 6, ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail?
You ever see, if you've been, around a woman and got to see her water break, that's a different kind of pain.
Man.
Your nervous system is taken to a point where it feels like, especially if it's her first time having a child, her nervous system is taken to a breaking point. Just at the threshold to where even nowadays women, they don't even go through the full pain. They get the epidural. There's not going to be any epidural for the level of stress that the Lord is bringing. Again, somebody could get Daniel 12:1, or you could get Matthew 24:21.
Yeah.
The Lord, hey, Shalom, brother.
What?
The Lord lets us know that the time He's getting ready to bring upon the earth is going to be unparalleled with any other time that's happened. You read history books. You've seen the gruesome, horrific things that's been done to our people.
Yep.
The Lord is saying all of that is going to be outdone in this time.
Right.
I don't know about you. That strikes fear in me.
Man.
Fear for the Lord. I'm like, man, I want to be on the right side of things. You got it, bro. Whoever has it.
This is Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1. And at that time, Michael shall stand up.
So, at this time, the time when judgment is rolling out from on high, it's going to be so potent that divine intervention is going to happen. If you're on the right side of things, you got to believe that the Lord's going to have them stand up on our behalf. Okay? Because in order to have access to that covering, we got the captain of faith behind the camera. You're going to have faith. You know what I mean? All right, go ahead, bro.
Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people.
And I just want to add something in. Are you noticing whenever the Lord talks about delivering somebody, He always makes sure He lets you know who He's addressing? He's standing up for not everybody, but the children of thy people. Go ahead, bro.
And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was, since there was a nation, even to that.
Most of them got to get their ass whooped because they badass kids. They the same spirits that was murmuring in the wilderness, saying crucify him, crucify him. Okay, the same spirits that was killing the prophets. But a great time of tribulation is coming, and the only way you can be delivered is seeking righteousness, seeking meekness, so that you may be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. Lamont, you had something, right? You were still reading something?
I had a Daniel 12:1.
Okay, you was reading something. That was benign. So like,
Going back, Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 6, and the end of verse 6, it says, I see, wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. And alas, for
you ever seen a man at gunpoint, that look on his face?
Boy.
Majority of people, it's like it's a look of so much shock that they're just like helpless. They're like a worm at that point. They're just like, I don't know what to do. All they can hope for is mercy. That's going to be everybody.
Right.
Regardless of how strong you are, regardless of the resources that you have, a time is coming that the only covering that's going to be accessible that works is going to be Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. It's going to be a small remnant of people who have access to that covering. Okay? And there's going to be a lot of people with fringes on who don't have access. And the chief reason being, they don't acknowledge Yahweh Shai the way that they ought to. Look at all these other groups, man. Do they really talk about Yahweh Shai really is the only way?
Mm-hmm.
Do they make that a point of emphasis? Yeah, we strive to keep the Lord's ways to the best of our ability. The only way, though, is that you lean on the Son. They don't do that. Right. So they're going to be denied access. Their credit score is low in the spirit. All right?
some more.
You about to say something?
Hey, kiss the son
Gotta be
lest he be
15.
angry, right?
That's right.
And that's why you kiss his son lest he be angry, because he's the one that has to come down from a whole nother realm and deliver your ass.
That's it.
So if you ain't kissing him, in other words, the kiss represents your fear, your faith in him,
Reverence.
right? Your reverence, your respect on his name and what he represents that the Father set up. Because Yahweh Shai did not set himself up. Yahweh set Yahweh Shai up. That's why Yahweh said, if he honor.
This is Jeremiah 30:7 again. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. I get it. This is Jeremiah 30 and verse 7 in the NLT. All right, it reads, in all history, there has never been such a time of terror. It will be a time of trouble for my people, Israel.
Right. And it's that time is coming, man. We seeing.
Hey, that's hard.
Yeah, we seeing the sword getting ready to come down, man. You see all these particular bills that Esau is passing is out. Bro, it seems like Great Millstone is the only one talking about this alligator Alcatraz, man.
Right.
You see, and our apostle, and that's a concentration camp. And our apostle has been talking about this since the early 90s, man. telling you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans what this devil was planning to do. You see, but everybody took it as a joke. But the Lord is confirming the words of his prophet like it says in Isaiah 44, man. Right. You see, now the Lord is putting it in your fucking face, man. You see, you can't deny that that's not a concentration camp, man. You see, we already see the laws behind how Esau is talking about this persecution is going on with the northern kingdom. Now he's saying, okay, well, let's focus on the southern kingdom too. Yeah. Matter of fact, let's just get anybody. Let's get them if they homeborn.
And they're writing it in legislation. They're writing that in legislation. The same time they're writing in legislation, in order for you to function in society, you're eventually going to have to what? Go along with the biometrics that they're trying to institute.
Right.
The big beautiful bill, the Genius Act. They passed those bills the same days. With the big beautiful bill, the same day.
Today.
Huh?
He's signing this shit today.
The big beautiful bill?
Yeah, he's signing
They
it today.
introduced the bill during the Diddy thing. They introduced it. That's when they first had the first reading of it, that 2,000-page bill. And the Genius Act was passed, what, like a week ago?
Yep.
Yeah. Right in the midst of everybody being distracted. These things are really unlawful according to America's Constitution.
Yep.
But it's changing the way society is going to function.
Yeah.
And none of the Israelite camps are talking about it.
Right.
Strange.
Yeah, the Constitution basically is out the door now.
Yeah, that's dead. We go by codes now, international codes. You go ahead.
No, if they ain't talking about it, it's simply because their eyes ain't open and they're not focused on prophecy.
Because they're not prophets.
Thank you. There you go.
False prophets.
They're not prophets.
Right.
Because how are you prophets supposed to be the watchers, the seers, right?
Right.
You supposed to watch what? Well, watch regular
Watch
TV,
prophecy.
watch cartoons, watch a movie. You're supposed to watch the prophecies. Now, how can you watch the prophecies when you never break down the prophecies in the first place? So what are you looking for to happen? Just your Hawashai to come down and that's it? What's
Right.
going to happen in the mix? Why is your Hawashai coming down to deliver his people? What's going to be happening during that time frame? They don't cover that.
They're looking for their belly to be filled. That's what they're really looking for.
That's right.
And it becomes plain to see when you see what they give their time to. All these damn ceremonies and these get-togethers, and I seen an Israelite march. Did somebody put that in the chat? Maybe a brother sent that to me.
I was
It was
at
like
work. I didn't get a
1,000
chance to see it.
Israelites got together, went on a hike together. There's nothing wrong with hiking.
But you gotta televise this
Yeah,
shit.
but when you put it in the forefront like that, no. What do we need to be focused? It's
Right.
a time and place for everything.
Listen, all those marches, all that we
Niggas out here
stopping
fighting.
violence, all these different gatherings is deceit.
Yep. Got it.
All
Yeah.
that's deceit to show Israel. See, look what we doing. We doing something.
Here.
But the word is enough.
Right.
The word is powerful. So you mean wisdom and the Holy Spirit ain't enough?
It's not enough for 2/3.
How is that when it's coming from a whole nother realm?
Right.
Show you they ain't got the Spirit.
Yeah, that is a spiritual block.
It's
And
a block.
Jake's standard of what's successful, what something that's good, is measured by worldly things.
Exactly. That's
So
right,
Jake,
that's
when
right.
they see, look at our people coming together. That's what it's supposed. That's good. That's
Same
what
old
it's.
spirit.
That's you fucking simple, nigga. You got it, Bond.
I got one for you.
Yeah.
1 Corinthians 3:22 on down in the NLT. No, start at 21. So don't boast about following a particular human leader, for everything belongs to you. Whether Paul or Apollos or Peter or the world or life and death or the present and the future, everything belongs to you. No. My bad. I want to go to the one. Damn, which one is it about the Lord give the increase? Apollo. I thought.
You reading it
That's a
again,
good
baby?
one. Yeah. Damn.
We'll find it for
I
you.
saw Apollo. You don't matter about the, because the elder just said, ain't no marches and soup kitchens. The word is enough as it is. We don't need anything else.
1 Corinthians 3 and 6.
Yeah, you got it. 3 and 6.
1 Corinthians chapter 3,
And 6.
in verse 6, it says, I have planted, Apollos watered.
You start up. Yeah,
Verse 5.
Yep.
1 Corinthians 3 and 5. Who then is Paul and who is Apollos? But ministers by whom ye believe.
So Apollos and Paul are servants. They servants, the same thing we doing. We coming in the same spirit of servants. The apostles, the bishops, the helpers, officers, so on and so forth. There's a whole line of positions that the Lord will call men to do. So Paul and Apollos were just servants, great servants by all means. Keep reading.
It says, even as the Lord gave to every man. It says, I have planted, Apollos watered, but the Most High gave the increase.
So if it was the Most High, the Spirit and power of Yahweh by so much side to make that seed grow.
Right.
So like the elders said, the word by itself don't need no help.
Yeah.
We just here to be served to put the word out. The increase gonna come from Yahweh Shah, man.
Right.
Not marching around no church and giving out chicken and shit to these people. Fuck these people,
Fucking
man.
fashion shows, all that.
Ain't no
silly
fashion
ass
show.
shit.
It's talking about the Lord, man.
But that's a carnal mind who think, well, we gotta do this, we gotta go in the hood and speak to the people.
Yeah.
They're putting these worldly stipulations on the Lord's program.
Right.
And they only do that because they can't see spiritually. So hey man, that's just
Even,
their
hey,
right.
even if you go to the hood,
I had to go up, but damn, there
you
was a
ain't
good one
giving
down
them
here
the right
though.
song,
I'm gonna
it
go back
don't
over
matter.
there.
It don't matter.
so they still gonna be off. So say they put on the same shirt you put on. They got
Oh,
the
yeah,
same
yeah. Well, you
fringes,
know what?
the fringes, and start speaking the same thing you speak. They still ain't got the truth.
Yeah. That's how you end up. That's how you end up with a real nigga boot camp.
Shit.
Like I should be
right.
case.
Right.
Boy, you got.
That reminds me of like the elder was saying, man. Like it's not enough for Jake just to preach, man.
Yeah.
That reminds me of that situation that happened with Naaman when he went to I think it was Elijah to be healed, or Elisha to be healed, and he told him I think it was Elijah or Elisha, one of them. They sent the servant unto him and told him, look, this is what he said. Go dunk yourself in this water. You know what I'm saying? And Naaman got mad, like, man, what? That it? I thought he was gonna come out. I thought he was gonna do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? And so it's not enough. They don't see the power. That's because Jake don't see the power in what we're doing, man. The power, the word of the Lord is strong by itself. It don't need shit to be added to it, bro.
It don't.
The ingredients that the Lord needs to really take a step towards you is obedience. So sometimes he might give you something simple to do just to see if you're going to be obedient. Are you going to listen? Sometimes you're dealing with your children, you might just give them a task because you want to give them a reward, right? But you just want to see if they're going to be obedient.
Right.
If they're going to pay attention to detail, if they're in the right spirit.
Right.
So when he told them to dunk yourself in this water, he just wanted obedience to give you access to the healing. All right? But because Jake, they got their own
Show.
philosophy.
You
Yeah.
want him to come out and
Nigga-
and do all wave his hand over him and shit.
Nigga so
Like,
fancy.
no.
Nigga want to do
Right.
some fancy shit.
Hey, he that hear you hear me. He that hears me hear him that sent me.
Yeah.
Y'all don't listen to the prophets, so that's your problem. That's why y'all doing everything else. If you listen to the prophets, then you'll know how to operate and still be your own person.
Yep.
You know?
But our people have a long history of not submitting to male authority. It just rubs them the wrong way. They can know it's right, but they just got rebel against it. Even with Moses. Who is this nigga?
Yeah.
Leviticus 20? Yeah, Leviticus 20, when he went up, they built the calf. They were telling Aaron, we don't know if this guy dead. Who is this guy? You know what I mean?
Yeah, for 30 days.
Yeah. Go and split the water for your ass, but you forgot that quick.
Right.
They just have a problem with listening to male authority. So when the prophets come and say, hey, this is what the Lord said to do. I'm not asking you, we're not, this is what he said, be obedient.
Yeah.
That energy is like, they just rebel against it. So only a small portion of our people can see past that, can see past their flesh and get it.
Right.
Okay? So what the elder is saying is spot on. You got it, bro.
That was it. Yeah.
Like I said, it's like a good. You know, they'll hear the word, but like you said, they'll hear, but they don't have patience to sit there and eat off of it, build off of it. You know, and this is free, as it said with Isaiah 55. You know, what you have here is free for you. All right, you just got to receive it. All right, let the Lord allow you to open your eyes up. We have some Jake that they're not gonna get it. They don't want it. All right, because what? It's not like a microwave, get it quick scheme. You know, you got to build off of it.
Right.
You know, and now what we're out here speaking now, we're telling you that the time we're in, as you measure time diligently, is this is the time, as we were just mentioning in the beginning of the sermon, is trouble. All right, a time of trouble, a time of vengeance. All these things about to come about and said to your people. All right, so you know they can hear it from there. If they don't want to hear it, they're gonna receive more things. All right, and we gotta tell you these things, get the blood off our hands. Ezekiel 3, right? Mm-hmm. Right. We go back here first.
This Jeremiah 30:7 in the NLT again, go back. It says, in all history, there's never been such a time of terror.
Right.
It will be a time of trouble for my people Israel. Yet in the end, they will be saved.
Right. And this is going into the elect, man. So not all you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans are going to be saved, man. Because the Lord is coming back to destroy America, man. The Lord is not with America. And while you out celebrating Independence Day, the devil is passing laws to put your ass into concentration camps, man.
Right. Yep.
Laws are being passed to come down with persecution, man. Whether you believe on the Lord or not, you about to be faced with a choice, man. The hour of temptation is coming, man. You see, this beast system, this infrastructure is being set up right before these people's lives, man. These niggas too busy eating and drinking.
Right.
Eating and drinking. They didn't believe Noah. They ain't gonna believe it. Exactly.
Married,
man.
giving in a marriage.
Right. Wearing fucking matching shirts and shit. What the matching shirts gonna do when this goddamn devil kick your door in and snatch you up, man?
Right.
You see? What is that? Ain't gonna do nothing. All these, and that's when they gonna realize, damn, I should have listened, man. Maybe them dudes was right. But it's gonna be too late. Imagine, you can just imagine those people once it started raining and they tried to get in their ark and those doors. You know that they were repenting. I'm sorry. It was too fucking late. The Lord took His mercy out, man.
Ooh, at that point, they never seen water fall from the sky. It was like, water from the sky? That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Just do. What are you
That was
talking
their
about?
first time and last fucking time.
Last time. We telling you fire's gonna fall from the sky. It's gonna be your first and last
First time and last time.
I got your brother saying you got to
But I
Hey,
still want-
hold on. Speaking of that, not just fire. We tell them a lot of things.
Yeah.
Right.
You say your house are gonna crack the sky
Yep.
with millions of angels.
Yep.
According to the scriptures,
Yep.
the earth gonna shake back and forth. They're
Yep.
gonna shoot laser beams from the chariots.
Yep.
Nukes gonna drop, so you're gonna have fire from the nukes, fire from the chariots. We saying a lot of things
standard
that have
gonna be
never
lifted
happened
up.
before.
A time like never before.
A standard gonna be
There you go.
lifted up.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
There you go. Yeah.
There's gonna be so many things happening at once that everybody's gonna come to the realization that there's no carnal solution to the problem.
Right.
Yeah. Ain't no.
See, because everybody think there's something carnal that they can do. When we
Right.
talk about the things that we're talking
Ain't.
about, they think it's a carnal fix to it.
Right.
The Lord's gonna have it to where people are gonna be so worn out, they're gonna be like, damn, there is no natural solution to this.
Right.
It has to be supernatural. And the only people though, and the Lord's gonna make it known, the only people who are gonna be in tune with the supernatural are gonna be the elect of this family.
Right.
They're gonna be like, damn, dudes, because again, the standard gonna be lifted up. You telling that too?
Hey, that suffered for righteousness' sake leading up to that very time.
That's it.
Those are the ones who gonna have that refuge.
Right.
That strong tower that nobody can help.
Right.
Just trying to get a ladder to climb up there.
Right.
No,
Tall,
man.
That it can't reach.
Hey, seek the Lord while
Right.
he may be found.
You can't-
Right.
yeah.
Y'all didn't do that.
Yeah, I get it.
You got it, bro.
Matthew 24 and 21 in NLT. For there will be greater anguish than at any time since the world began, and it will never be so great again.
So no
Damn.
time is gonna top what's getting ready to play out. Hearing that, if you believe the scriptures, all right, you would think to yourself, well, damn, what do I need to do to get out of that situation? Let's go to Zephaniah 2, and point is 3, but you can start at the top. Yeah, go ahead.
So, verse 22 says, in fact, unless the time of calamity is shortened, not a single person will survive, but it will be shortened for the sake of Yahweh Shem Yahushua chosen.
The elect. So even amongst the chosen family, there's a cream of the crop. The elect are going to be able to evade the destruction because whoever got Zephaniah 2 and 3.
No, hold on. We didn't say the time was short. The time will be shortened, right?
Yeah.
Let me be short.
Now, is not the time being shortened right now?
Yes.
But not we see this time being amazingly fast.
Right.
And every year,
Yeah.
now it seems like every other couple months, the time is moving even faster now.
Something major happens.
So,
Wait.
is that not a sign of the end that it's over? That the Lord is actually doing that? Why is he doing that if it ain't over? He's making it over.
Right.
We can see it.
Right.
These niggas, they're not quite getting it. They're not.
Look. Hold on. That was it. Now, I'll say this. They know, people in the world, they know the time is moving fast. They don't understand it.
They don't understand.
That's the key.
Yeah.
They just don't, because you talk to people like, yeah, man, time is fast. I don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on because you ain't tapped into the spirit. So they see how fast it's going, but they can't break it down. They don't have no understanding. Remember, with all I get wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. They ain't got that.
They don't got the understanding. So, and with that being said, as these things are playing out, Our hope is that the Lord comes back and sets up something righteous.
That's right.
Their hope is that things go back to how it was.
Yep.
Right.
That's crazy.
So our hopes are like completely opposite.
Man.
So in their mind, they're like, well, hoping things will go back to.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Like,
I was gonna say that remind me of what was that? Second Esdras, where it talks about the righteous shall suffer straight thing, but hope for the wide.
Yeah.
The wicked shall suffer straight thing and shall not see the wide.
Yeah.
They wide is our wides are
That
totally
shit
different.
gone, man.
Right.
It ain't coming back.
Right.
If it ain't came back now, that's it.
It's
Right.
over.
Right.
Through.
Bro, they celebrating right now, July 4th. Talking about this is our independence. It wasn't the Jake independence. Yeah, when you, what is that, the Star Spangled Banner? Bro, they were talking about basically killing you, Jake.
Yep.
They took it out of the Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah. And even for you fucking Edomites. What did y'all fight for on independence? When y'all got y'all so-called independence, what was it about?
Right.
Y'all wasn't trying to be taxed. Y'all celebrate independence and you still getting you should be thinking about, what am I celebrating? Y'all just people are just fucking lost.
Jake
Going back
just
to the
lost
same
in the
life.
sauce.
Yeah.
Going back to the same miserable life, everybody depressed, everybody on prescription pills,
Yep.
antidepressants. You see what I'm saying? You going back to the same life, showing you they ain't got no vision.
Yeah. They fucking through, especially the so-called white man through too. Working all them damn hours when your woman don't even want to sleep with you. She sleeping with Leroy down the street.
Right. He got a part-time job looking at
Yeah,
it.
you walk by mugging us like we did.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, who had something? Who was reading something? You read Matthew 24:21?
You said about
Zephaniah 2 and 3,
Zephaniah.
that's what
Yeah.
we wanted. But we can start at the top.
Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1.
It's the recipe on how to get salvation. And then we're gonna talk about what salvation is, because I guarantee you ask a Christian what is salvation, they can't really tell you.
Love the Lord. That's all they gonna
Yeah, they
say.
stupid. They stupid. Go ahead.
God, it says, gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Wait. We have to ask those Christians, who is this nation not desired?
Them people in the Middle East, they dropping bombs on them.
The believers. The believers are the people not desired. Well, if you truly believe in what the Lord is about, it's because you're of this line.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
It says, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as a chaff.
There's a day that's going to pass in the shaft,
Chaff.
right? That's going to burn as an oven, like the scripture's going to say.
It says, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you.
So the Lord ain't coming back to give you candy and hugs. Judgment is going to roll out. All right? There's going to be a people that are delivered, but judgment is coming out when the Lord returns. Nobody's asking themselves, damn, why?
Right.
What in particular is pissing the Lord off that he's going to be doing so much killing? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 3. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgments.
All right, these people wrought the Lord's judgment, right? Because this is who he had the covenant with, the marriage contract. He had the marriage contract with all of mankind. With a particular subset of people that he made both of the covenants with. The people that they're going to have the laws within their inward parts, those are still Israelites. All right? You got it, bro.
It says, seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger.
All right, seek righteousness, seek meekness, that you may be
Let's do
hid.
it, righteousness.
So again, what does that look like in practice? You're going to have people that are trying to keep the Lord's ways to the best of their ability, but that's not what saves them. They're seeking righteousness in the sense of, and the elder will be able to expound on this. They have faith in the Lord. They long for what he longs for righteousness to be established on the earth. And that longing for righteousness to be established does change a person.
I'm just curious.
Does change a person's conduct. Those things all join together with the acknowledgement of the Son who's going to be doing the saving, all right, gives you the recipe to have access to the covering so that you can be hid. People don't understand what salvation is. There's a great destruction that's coming that you need to be taken out of the way from. And then on top of that, you're going to be given a new existence, a new body to where you can't even sin, which gives you access to everlasting life. Because people die because they sin. Sin bringing forth death. If you're void of sin, you can't die. That's going to be on the earth. Not on some cloud, some different imaginary place. It's going to be right here.
Right. Now, if you never go through that door, how can you access that? If you never go through the door, and you was never taught that your house is There's instructions in heaven going to give it to you. Give it to Jacob. It never changed throughout the generations leading up to this generation. So Jake trying to change the Lord's program of how he gonna talk to them.
Right.
Nah, who the hell are you?
Exactly.
Like the movie
How you gonna
Loki.
tell
He's
the
trying to
ancient
change
days
the movie called
No,
Loki.
you talking about the show?
how he gonna talk to you
He's trying to
and
change
what's
it.
acceptable
The timeline, yeah.
for you to get to it. No, he tells you what's acceptable, and he puts a spirit on this man to tell you that. It's only through faith. It's impossible to please him without faith. The just shall live by faith. What does it mean when it says the just shall live by faith? That's how you're going to eat, live, and move forward. Without that, you're just moving forward in darkness because it's impossible to please him without it. So now he ain't dealing with you. Now you in your own self, in your own vainglory, saying, I did this, Lord, come on, get me. He said, I know you're not. Because you didn't go through the door. It don't matter if you put a garment on.
He said
It don't matter if you go out there and say, if you don't go through the door, he gonna say, I know you not.
Yep.
Get away from me into everlasting darkness.
You don't acknowledge.
And the Lord knocked on the door.
Yeah.
He's knocking.
Yep.
That's right.
The Apostle McCall said he'll back me up on this. We acknowledge our husbands. We understand that, our only covering is dealing with the husband. When you say, Lord, I did this and did that, you know what you sound like? You sound like a strong black woman. That's what you sound like. You say, I did this, I did that, yeah. You sound like a no bitch.
Hey, it's the equivalent of your wife. Every week, every day, you got instructions for her, right?
Yeah.
She does it somehow when she won't. A little bit here and there, but she does it the route she want to do it.
Right.
Even though you keep telling everybody, no, go down this street, go to this building, this is where these strawberries at, this fruit we're trying to get right here. She completely ignores your instructions. She keep ignoring it,
Go the other
but
way.
then she bring you some strawberries that you don't want. And then and look at you like you're supposed to eat it.
Like, you supposed to be grateful that you did it.
Right?
Right.
Hold on. But she's doing this for years though.
Right.
Damn.
So the grace period you gave her, just go down there and go to that building. Go to that door.
Yeah.
She don't want to do it. So why should she get saved?
Yeah.
Yep.
You told her to go to the farmer's market. Hey, go to the farmer's market. I know the farmer there is actual strawberries. Don't go to Walmart.
You going to
That's
Wawa.
in the lab. That's lab strawberry. You killing me.
No,
And
man.
she just keep bringing you them GMO strawberries.
Man.
You like
So
me.
Jake is annoying to the Lord. No, Jake is annoying to the Lord. And he gonna show him they are.
Yeah. She finna get some straightening.
Just follow the simple instructions. Stop being rebellious over little shit. Jake is rebellious over small shit, let alone more serious matters.
Yeah. That's the nigga woman spirit.
It is.
You know, you tell a black woman, hey, do this. She'll go against you just because you told her to do it.
Yep.
There you go.
Just because you told her to.
There you go. It's facts. That's right.
Them Sakari niggas, all them niggas that wear hats when they teaching, they go. It's just because they got told to. It's because a man said, "Hey, this is the standard," and it's just something that runs. It's a spiritual thing, but they perceive it. Oh, this man told me to do something. I don't gotta. They start to look for ways just to rebel.
Who told you this is standard?
Right.
That's how I look at it. Who
Yeah.
told you? Why you ain't tell me?
Who are you to tell me? Why? Yeah, I'm chief. That spirit is more rampant throughout Israel than you think. People they think themselves less of a man if they're obedient.
Right.
People think if they're
Right.
obedient,
Yeah.
they're less of a man.
Storming down that way.
You don't get how the Lord says to
See it
operate.
down there? See it
Obedience
storming.
is what makes
Some
you
people lean
a man of the
forward,
Lord.
White in the mother.
People believe the Lord says what is unconditional love, but the Lord has conditions.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. I can see it's white as hell down there.
Yeah, the Lord has
You
conditions
might be up under this
to,
thing.
for us to go
Face
back.
that way.
But that's a Christian way of thinking too. Feel like I can do as basically whatever I want because the Lord loves me. But the Lord, like I said, He has conditions. That's what we have. We have commandments.
Set right between that. Damn, bro.
Isaiah 39, it says that this is a rebellious people, lying children, that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, which is another word for the prophets, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. The majority of the prophecy revolves around the demolishing or the taking down of this society and infrastructure and the setting up of a righteous one. Because Jake is so in love with the flesh and the world, and they don't have faith to see the kingdom to come, it rubs them the wrong way when we say you have to put this world off. It rubs them the wrong way when you say, hey, you got to really become a new creature. You can't merge the things of the world with this truth. You can't be an Israelite rapper.
That's America, the pit of America. Going down.
All right?
Oh, motherfucker.
You can't be this Israelite mogul. Okay? You can't be Israelite Tupac.
Right.
You got to be a man of the Lord through and through. It rubs them